Hey guys, once again Twixz here with another video for Nerdstomper.com. In this video I'm going to be showcasing African Turtle Cleave exclusively against the RLS setup. RLS used to be one of those setups that weren't very popular. It was, very odd if you had more than one or even two on your battle group, but along with Wrath of the Lich King, RLS has flourished and it now is one of the most popular comps, and no matter what battle group you're on, no matter where you play, you're always going to see it. So it's important to know how to fight against it and what tactics you have available to you to use. And that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. Like I said, we're going to be fighting all RLSs, so I'm going to show you a few different ways to strategize against it and a few different things to keep note of. The main thing to keep focus on in this video is the amount of pressure we put out. If you're in a defensive state against RLS, you're not going to win that fight. You have to be pushing into them and pushing them back and putting out the pressure. Once RLS can plant their feet and come back at you, yeah, you're in pretty big trouble unless you could turn it around relatively quick. So here we go. We're never really going to go on the Shaman. It's always going to be either the Lock or the Rogue. Lock is usually a better target. As you see, we're going to start off Lock here. And we see the Rogue has no Earth Shield up, nothing to protect them. The main thing is using good cooldowns on swaps, having cooldowns ready to stop heals on swaps. If we can get on this Rogue here and have him stunned, and the Shaman can't get Earth Shield on him, it's a pretty good chance you're going to get a kill on the Rogue here. So as you see, we're swapping to Enforcer here, and we're going to try to set this up. I have Silencing Shot ready for this swap, so it's really good timing, and we're pretty much going to look for a kill right now, even this early. There we go. I silenced the heal, still no Earth Shield, into a scatter, boom, dead. It's real simple like that. Just, not that hard to do, but just line it up and things will go good. So, easy, quick first game, and the other games are all going to be against Enforcers RLS on different maps, and sometimes similar strategies, sometimes different. So looking back at the last game, things to take note of is start on the Warlock. The Warrior got open on. We knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the Warlock that well. The Shaman was already ready to heal the Warlock with Earth Shield, so what do? Turn around and hit the Rogue. He has no Earth Shield up, he has nothing ready for it, and the only way he can survive that is if he's blowing his aggressive cooldowns defensively, and even if he does survive that, that is a plus for us, because if he's using his aggressive cooldowns aggressively, that's going to put us in really big trouble and in a position we don't want to be in. And we don't beat RLS every time, so when you lose, you're going to be losing because they're putting out more pressure than you guys are. And here we go again against Enforcers RLS now on the Grand. We're starting on the Warlock card here. And here we go with the quick swap to the Rogue, but he blinds us on the swap this time. Much more prepared. Always get bopped out of blind. Never trinket the blind because it's going to be a quick swap to you. Here we see we got on the Rogue, but he used the blind to save himself from the swap. And now he was able to get behind the pillar. This puts us in a position where, alright, well the Rogue is away, so we're going to have to switch targets again. I already used my silence into the Shaman, so the Lock is in the open. It's a good swap target here. If we get on the Lock, we could also look eventually for a kill on the Rogue, but we need to keep putting out pressure on something, or else they're just going to turn around and do the same thing to us. So, quick swap to the Lock. Forces Earthshield back onto the Lock. We're staying on him here. The Rogue is still playing really defensive, trying to get re-stealth, trying to get away, but I was able to keep him in combat there with the Serpent Sting and get on him with stuns again with a scatter shot on the Shaman, and the Rogue goes down. So, just like that, it's just lining up your kill opportunities, and against RLS, you're going to have many kill opportunities if you keep the aggression up. That's what it's all about. If your aggression's high, the kill opportunities are going to present themselves over and over again, and you're going to put yourself in positions to win throughout the whole match. And here we go with the last match being on Blade's Edge. Blade's Edge is a little different map because if the Warlock can get good position on the bridge, he can control your whole team for way too long. So the main thing to do on Blade's Edge is take away the Warlock's position. Don't let the Warlock get aggressive. No matter how aggressive the rogue gets here, if you can shut down the Warlock and prevent him from getting really good ports into really good positions, you're going to be in good shape. So on the other maps, it's not as dangerous because he doesn't have a extra level. If you're on the bottom and the Warlock's on top of the bridge, there's nothing you can do to stop him. On other maps, if you need to stop him, you could just swap to him. You know, just can't do it here. So, and don't forget, whenever you get blinded, use Hand of Protection. Never trinket the blind. No one on your, only your paladin should ever trinket blind if he has to. The warrior and hunter should always get Hand of Protection out of it and then quickly cancel that off. So if you blow your trinket, they're gonna swap to you. You're gonna get stunned. You're gonna have no pressure up, and you're pretty much gonna, it's gonna be a GG from there. So here we go. Start on the warlock card. Now let him get that good position on the bridge. Keep him by his port. Come in with a scatter on the shaman, which he trinkets instantly. I get blinded, bopped out of it, and now I communicate to my paladin here to come in and try to get a Hodge on the shaman because he already trinketed my scatter shot. So he has no way to get out of the Hodge. We have a ton of pressure already built up, and you know, one more thing on this shaman and we can pretty much push over a kill on the warlock. So just a little bit of team communication here, making sure you're communicating with your healer and he's communicating with you. I know he has Hodge up. I know he can use it, so I'm just telling him, if you could try to get a Hodge on the shaman, we're going to get a kill here. So that's why you see him running in here. That's why you see the warlock covering around 60% before the Hodge. And here it comes. He gets a fear on the pet, Hodge on the shaman. The pet's full fear on the bottom. The shaman's sitting in the Hodge, and the warlock dies. There's no way to get the shaman out of that Hodge if he's already trinketed the scatter shot. So once again, it's just keeping up the pressure, being relentless in our attack, and not letting them set up. So that's pretty much the points to take from this video, is that whole aggression theme, the whole in your face, really aggressive. African Turtle Cleave is really good at that. The damage you put out is really high, and you know, they're just trying to play it out here, so it just takes a little bit longer. A little bit extra time. We already, you know, we're just talking it over, talking about how it went and the strategy worked. And you know, here's just some important things to remember when you're fighting against RLS is always put all CC into shaman. Even if you think it's a good idea to CC the rogue or the lock, don't do it. CCing the shaman is the key. Remember, you can kill both the rogue and the lock. Whoever's out of position, take advantage of it. Go for them. Communicate with your teammates because there's so much control you have as African Turtle Cleave. Make sure you use it all. If you're in a defensive state, you're probably not going to win, so try to stay aggressive. Also, never trinket the blind. Make sure you use Hand of Protection. And whenever you go for a trap or anything like that on the shaman that can get dispelled by the Fell Hunter, make sure the Fell Hunter, you ask your paladin to turn evil it so the Fell Hunter is feared. And you know, that's pretty much it. By following this guide, you guys should do a lot better against RLS. And once again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Post on the forums. I'll be there to answer them. And if you're looking for any other, if you have any other problems with RLS that wasn't addressed in this video, just post those and I'll be sure to get to them next time. Once again, thanks for watching and looking forward to doing some more videos for you guys.